The year was 2008. The credit crisis was about to create a massive financial collapse. Too big to fail dominated the headlines as the government issued hundreds of billions of dollars in bailout funds to corporate America in the hopes of stabilizing the economy. The US plunged into a recession as confidence in the dollar fell to new lows. During this time, a mysterious white paper was published by Satoshi Nakamoto, proposing a radically new form of money, Bitcoin. A peer-to-peer electronic cash system proposed a monetary platform where people could send and receive payments directly from one person to another without going through a bank. Bitcoin was unlike any other currency. It had no government regulations, no country of origin. It was positioned as the currency of the people. And in the middle of economic recession during a time of government bailout, the message resonated with people around the world and they began to invest in Bitcoin. Bitcoin began to grow faster and faster. It became the fastest asset ever to reach $1 trillion valuation. But what many simply hadn't yet grasped was that this technology revolution wasn't simply about money. It was about the underlying technology behind Bitcoin that made this revolution possible: blockchain. The premise of Satoshi's white paper was to create the most secure payment system ever invented, a currency that was owned by nobody, yet everybody. But without a bank, country, or corporation to finance and support a new kind of currency, Bitcoin needed to be built on a totally unique technology, and it needed built-in security to foster trust while operating in total transparency. Rather than putting control and oversight of a new kind of money into the hands of a bank, government, or tech company, where history has shown it can be manipulated and corrupted, the concept of blockchain did the total opposite, breaking up the oversight and placing it into the hands of hundreds, thousands, potentially millions of stakeholders, each accountable to each other and all operating in total transparency on an open public ledger that makes corruption virtually impossible. Here's how it works. Community members join a given blockchain project by purchasing a node software license. Each member then installs the software on their computer and grants permissions to use a small portion of their processing power, electricity, and internet bandwidth, essentially crowdsourcing the technology needed to run the blockchain project. Individually, each computer's power is pretty insignificant, but when connected together in vast numbers of computers, all working together for a common goal, the result is a network so powerful it rivals even the largest of tech companies. All that computing power is then laser focused on solving a specific problem, whatever problem the community decides to tackle. The beauty of blockchain projects is that most community members need no technical abilities, other than installing a software on their computer that will silently run in the background, taking advantage of unused resources that are then used to run calculations that achieve the common goal of the blockchain. To ensure accuracy and security, a decentralized blockchain never relies on any single computer, but instead runs the same calculations on multiple independent computers, all running the same blockchain software that then communicate with each other to confirm and verify every action in a process called consensus. This method of processing and analyzing metadata is called data mining, or mining for short. Since the creation of blockchain technology, thousands of projects have been launched, each focused on using this new crowdsourcing of technology to solve a different problem. Just like in the early days of the dot-com bubble, many of them simply aren't built on the foundation of a solid business plan. But again, just like the early days of the internet, where some of the most successful companies were created, a select few blockchain projects are rising above the rest. Projects that solve real-world problems. These projects are formed when a large enough group unites. The group identifies a genuine problem with a large enough need that can then be solved using the computing power of a large chain of computers, or blockchain. Since the project is being pioneered by a community, members support the project by running the node's software on their individual computers. Members then spread the word with like-minded individuals who also see the value and join the mission. Experts predict blockchain technology is the future of commerce. It's already grown at staggering rates that have outpaced the internet and mobile phones. Although less than 5% of the population own a cryptocurrency, blockchain is already the fastest adopted technology in human history. And just like the early days of the internet, with this incredible growth comes incredible opportunity.